All right. Well, on to our next question. From your experience, what future trends do you see in the biopharmaceutical communications and marketing?
Well, I think it's been an amazing period of time where we've moved from, the around 2005, 2006, 2007, where we saw the convergence of the digital technology and the online capability merging with the empowerment of patients. So we saw this massive consumer involvement in healthcare come about by online access to information. And then, that's driven a very, very strong consumer interest in taking responsibility for decisions in their health, making sure they understand, how drugs work and what drugs they're taking and what the side effects are. And coupled with that, the digital world has continued to evolve, and we've just seen it during the COVID-19 pandemic where, without virtual doctor interaction or nurse interaction, we probably would have had a very difficult time continuing to deliver healthcare. So technology is certainly here to stay. The digital world has overwhelmed communications. Everything we do is driven by digital channels and more social channels. And I think this is going to continue. I think the human interaction side of things, unfortunately, is going to diminish. I think we're going to see healthcare providers, doctors, nurses, nurse practitioners, physicians' assistants, having less time to interact with sales reps from the industry, which is unfortunate because we're heading into a time where the drugs are becoming more complicated and more complex. The equipment and devices and technology as it's applied to more practical aspects of medicine are becoming even more technologically difficult. So I think the industry interaction has to continue. But I think the industry is going to find really innovative digital ways to interact and create engaging pieces of educational material and teaching material and technological support material. And I think the role of short video, the role of digital interaction, virtual interaction, webinars and online types of educational events are going to be the thing of the future. And of course, they already are a massive part of what we do.
Right.
So, I really do see the communications world moving from a print advertising promotional world into a very much a digital engagement world.
Okay. Yeah, that's really interesting that you say that. But I do see that trend, and even our clients, our recent clients, they're looking for something to gain that engagement and fill that gap in communication.
Yeah, and I think the trick is that we're in a TikTok world, right? We're in a 30-second soundbite world. We're in a world where if you're going to engage someone, you better grab their attention quickly, right, and you better get your point across, and you better make it really interesting and exciting, because otherwise, it's not going to work. And so I think everything we do in the future has to be, well thought out in terms of how are we going to engage? How are we going to communicate effectively? How are we going to do that in a very short, sharp period of time with something exciting, educational, or valuable to the listener or the person we're engaging with, and get our point across quickly? And I think that's going to be a challenge in some cases, because the pharmaceutical industry is notoriously being very long-winded in the way it communicates, and so breaking it down into bite-sized pieces is sometimes difficult. But it comes back to what I was saying earlier on in our conversation, which is being able to take complex things and communicate them and to communicate to simplify and communicate in a more simplistic way, I think is the key. And I think we're going to see that skill coming to the fore in the future.
Right. Yeah, we're working on just making that 1 minute of animation just the most engaging thing, right?
Exactly. I mean, to case in point, the video we've created together, I think it was 90 seconds. And that 90 seconds, we were able to articulate not only the way in which the drug is able to work, but the benefits of that new mechanism. And so, yeah, you can communicate and teach a lot in 90 seconds. And I think that's the power of the future is getting the point across, as I said, quickly and easily, but in an engaging way. And there's nothing more engaging than a highly graphical, three-dimensionally created, engaging piece of video. And I think you guys have got a big future ahead, because I think you're going to be called on to help a lot of people do exactly that.
We're hoping so, Neil. Thank you so much.